can fly a kite. You ain't got.
Good evening, passengers. Welcome aboard Sky High Airlines. Please buckle your safety belts and keep all blunts in an upright position. I'm in love with you. You cross my mind a thousand times.
Ride low, ride slow. 6'4" spokes, this that Cali chronic flow. Chevy's leaning, set banging, rack swinging, kicks hanging, line sprints, no way. Come take a ride with me. You rollin' with a West Coast OG. The original chillin' with homies. Pouring drink, bones, dice, sticky dance. Split the lead, break it down, roll it up. I keep my flame on top. Light it up, take a puff. Pass around, cause we don't give a fuck. Not a one. Past palm trees to sunny beach. East Coast is always home to me. When I bust trees, I want no seeds. Ain't nothing like my Cali.
You can pack a bowl. If you ain't feeling that vibe, then we can fly a kite. You ain't gotta spend your money, be do what you like. Cause everything in the air, it's on me tonight. Huss came with the bag, nah, something slight. I bought some KK Kush and some cherry pie. Gotta pack at least my rig and a book of pie. Don't do war sheets, fuck that other guy. But it's all love, blowing clouds in the sky. Just kicking back, cracking jokes, getting high. Sipping deuce with the crew under Cali lights. Lot full of bad bitches, tired smoking, don't rock. Everybody fam out here, we ain't came to fight. Just in case the ops slide, you know we keep pipe. It ain't nothing but that West Coast Kush life. Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? Y'all know what it is. I know y'all ain't think I was gonna leave y'all hanging for this week, but I'm back. Y'all know what it is, man. Another episode of Talking Shit. We get ready to get straight to it, man. It's gonna be a short episode because I'm a little under the weather. If any of my peoples pop in, then they pop in, man. Y'all know what it is. I'm about to just go ahead and give my views and talk a little shit about a couple things today. Today's episode is really gonna be about gun reform and speak on the issues of gun reform, and then also. Uh, Unfortunately, drug abuse. So, without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get on into it, man. Let's see here. Let's get it going. As y'all know, you already know the clip I'm getting ready to show y'all. If y'all not familiar, Wednesday, this Wednesday we had a school shooting in Georgia. Another one. And this is something that really kind of it really weighs on me because I have school children. I have school age children, and the policies and the things that they got going on right now. It's wild. It's crazy. They got drills. They have like school shooter drills and things that we never were accustomed to having back in the day, or when I came up actually. And I just think it's a sad time that we live in. I think the world is desensitized. It never really reaches people, or it never really resonates inside of people until it hits home. And what I mean by that is until it happens to somebody that they are, you know, somebody that they are, they're a family member, a friend, a loved one, anything like that. And like I said, it's real heartbreaking. But I do believe that the main thing we need to do is come up with some kind of system or something about gun reform and uh, we need to be able to catch these things early. Now, there's a lot going on with this case because every day new things come out about people warning them, people saying that he been said he was gonna do this. Uh, it's so many levels to this case, man. But like I said, we just here to touch on a couple things. We here to talk about that. I'm not gonna get too deep in the case. Y'all can follow the case on your own. We might follow a little bit here, as far as like tapping in every now and then, like we do, and giving y'all little updates about it. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna play the clip, and uh, if I'm not mistaken, maybe maybe we'll get the info here. But if not, I definitely will give it to y'all. But if I'm not mistaken, the father is being charged also because of the events that happened and leading up to the shooting. Yes, they were warned about it. They knew. This idiot went and bought his son a fucking gun. So anyway, let's roll this clip, man,
and here's what we know so far. It happened this
deeper.
afternoon at a high school in Barrow County. It's about 40 miles northeast of Atlanta. 2 students and 2 teachers were killed. 9 others are in the hospital. The gunman is identified as a 14-year-old student.
And Eyewitness News reporter Jory Rand joining us live from the newsroom with a look at how this unfolded and reaction from rattled students who feared for their lives. Jory.
Colleen, David, it's a situation children should never find themselves in. Our national shame strikes again. More children slaughtered at their own school, a gun in the hands of a child pulling the trigger. 4 people were killed this time. It likely would have been more, but 2 police officers stationed at that school got the young shooter to surrender.
I was scared I was going to die, to be honest. I was just scared out of my mind. I was like, what is happening?
These students from Appalachia High School in Georgia experiencing what thousands of American children have experienced before them, the terror of becoming victims of a school shooting.
Then I hear the gunshots, and then everyone ducks behind desks, and the teacher is like flipping tables and stuff and barricading the door. When I heard hard lockdown, I knew it wasn't a drill. I immediately texted my dad, and I was just like, I don't know if this is a drill. I'm really scared. And I just kept my feet up and I prayed.
A 14-year-old boy, a student at Appalachia, walked into school this morning with a gun and opened fire. 2 students and 2 teachers were killed. 9 others were shot. Authorities now investigating what the shooter's motive was and how he got access to a gun.
My heart hurts for these kids. My heart hurts for our community. But I want to make it very clear that hate will not prevail in this county.
Parents who were alerted to the shooting raced to the school, many abandoning their cars on the side of the road and running to campus.
They're telling us to run because they didn't get all the shooters. They didn't get all the shooters.
It's unreal and it's unbelievable. And I'm so sorry to the families that this affected.
I said, son, please tell me you're joking. He said, no, mom, I'm not joking. He said, they're shooting in the school and the shooter is right across the hall from me.
You saw that photo in the piece. It looked like a rifle, but we still don't officially know what type of gun was used in this shooting or why this shooter decided to go on the rampage today. President Biden was briefed on this shooting, and both Vice President Harris and former President Donald Trump speaking out today about the lives lost.
Adam Sandler, look at that. There's a movie star. You grossed over $4 billion.
Like, I don't like, honestly. My thing is, they had plenty of reports. They got documentation. They got this nigga's mental state. They done had him in there. They know he crazy as hell. The dad goes out and buys this nigga a gun. This shit starts at the crib, man. That's why I want to speak on the gun reform. Like, I'm not a gun-toting NRA guy or nothing like that. I do believe in this, in the right to bear arms, our Second Amendment rights, the right to defend yourself between anything, foreign and domestic. I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to defend my property. I'm going to defend my family. I'm going to defend whatever. No way, shape, or form am I going to play with this type of thing or play with these kind of situations. I know if your kids are having problems at school, I'm not going to go buy my son a fucking gun. Okay, this just that type of stuff don't even make sense. You know what I mean? It really don't. Um, and just for the simple fact, just for the simple fact that you know you got to look at some things here. Okay, now, I don't know if y'all ready for this type of shit, man. The police chief or person said very distinctly, there would be no room for hate here. Okay, when you look at the people, there is one person of color, if I'm not mistaken, there's one person of color who did perish. Rest in peace to that child, and condolences to their family. Um, but this is more than just about hate. This wasn't hate. This is mental stability. We go back to that shit all the time. If y'all watch the last couple of episodes, it's almost been about mental health both times or both episodes. But that's something that the reason why we talking about that kind of stuff because that's something that's serious right now, and we seeing a lot of these things play out. The things that we're seeing happen are a result of those things. Something is wrong with your mental as an adult to go purchase a gun for your child who's 14. So, and I'm gonna circle back around because I know y'all like, man, you just went off. So, I say that to say this: when the police chief said there'd be no room for hate, that makes me think something else. So, this is just me. It makes me think that they know more about the family, about the situation, and about the temperament of these people involved, the people that you know caused it, or the people the I mean, I guess I'm gonna just call them perpetrators because that's what it is, I guess. So, I mean, y'all can look up all the statistics yourself, man. There's been so many school shootings. If you look at 2022, since the pandemic and all that stuff till now, 2024, like it's just been on the rise. Um, and I believe that we have all been through a lot of stress, and nobody's really taking, there's not a lot of people paying attention to that or getting to the root of the problems. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know what the root of these people problem is. I don't know. You can only diagnose what you come up against or what you go through. You can't diagnose some shit you ain't got shit to do with or shit you don't know about. And I'm not here to do that at all. I'm just saying I can tell, anybody can tell that there's some mental shit going on. I mean, that's just a wild fucking guess. Yeah, I bet $100 to a bucket of shit. You know what I'm saying? That they both got some shit wrong, and then when this trial come out, I guarantee that's what's going to be being brought up. That's what's going to be being played. But like I said, these towns, these small towns, and these cities, they know the people that's in the city. They know the townspeople. They know the townsfolk, citizens, whoever you want to call them. They know the people that live there. They know during the investigation. They know all this kind of shit, man. We got LB in the crib in the house. Let's see. Let me get him on here. And it just popped into the green room. My guy, what's happening, my G?
What's up, family? How you doing, bro?
Man, chilling, man. Just talking about this gun reform I just kind of mentioned the school shooting that happened Wednesday, and I just was kind of talking along the lines of how basically just a synopsis that we are. If you look at the numbers since 2022, since we all got out the pandemic, and we're stressed. Like a lot of people are stressed, and we're not identifying that and we're not, getting to the root of the problem. You know what I mean? So, like, they know. I know in this case here, they have evidence of him shooting. They got kids warning the school that he was getting ready to do some stupid shit. The nigga dad goes out and buys him a fucking gun. A gun that he can't even legally own or have or possess. Like a real fucking AR-15 style rifle. And my thing is, I get the bullying bullshit and all that kind of shit, but this shit, it's a certain way to do things, certain way to talk to your kids. It's a certain way to, like, listen to your kids and guide them as to what, how they should be conducting themselves or how they should be dealing with the problems that they come against, that they come up against or face. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't think it's just, and like I just mentioned before you hopped in, I'm not sure it's necessarily, I'm not a gun-toting NRA person, but I do believe in the Second Amendment. I will protect my property. I will protect my family. You know what I mean? But I'm not giving a fucking gun to my child because he's having a problem at school. He's 14 years old. Who the fuck does that?
Yeah, that's wild.
Like, for real. So just, I know you heard about it because you got children in school of school age too, correct still?
Yeah.
So I know you know about it. Just share your thoughts on it, man. Just how did you take that and listening? Have you heard any of the news clips or interviews and all that stuff and how they saying little things and it's like I'm reading between the lines and shit. You know what I mean? What about talking about we ain't standing for hate? It was one person of color that got killed, but there was other white people too. Like this issue.
Right.
Issue's not about hate. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't a hate crime. Man, that's gonna have to. I mean, that all goes back to mental health once again, right? I mean, we still really waiting to see what the details is for that situation because I really want to know like what made him, what the kid was on. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he ain't go after a particular race or nothing like that. That for right now, they ain't said he had a hit list. You know what I mean?
No hit list, no nothing.
No manifesto or none of that weird stuff that they be doing.
Only thing they did say is that he had warned other kids and he had said shit to other kids, and they was calling and telling people like, "Yo, he said he finna do this," and they nobody took it fucking serious. We're not.
And that's why right there. That's why right there you got to take all threats like that serious. I mean, that's wild.
All of them. Like we're not listening to our children. Like these officials and the police don't understand that the people who know what's gonna happen first are the family and friends.
Facts.
And the kids that are around this kid, or any kid for that reason that's gonna shoot up a school. They know, so why aren't we fucking listening to them?
I mean, like you said, I mean, it obviously was signed. I mean, the kid must have been going through something for the dad that he give him the gun.
Had to.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like I told everybody, man, we're gonna stay. I'm gonna keep coming back and tapping back into this because as I get the information, I'm definitely gonna let y'all know. Because even if I gotta just drop little joints on it and just let people when new shit come out, because it's too weird, and I believe that people aren't doing their jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like we know that's evident. You know what I mean? That people ain't doing their jobs and shit. But this is a whole nother level when we losing lives and children's lives at that. Oh, what happened, LB? Okay, there we go.
I'm here, bro.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Like we losing children's lives for people not doing their job. And that's sad. But I don't know, man. Like what you think in an ideal circumstance, what would you believe to be it kind of like a means to an end or to slow this shit down? What do you think we could do? Like just off the top, like what you think we could even
family, my solution is really simple, but nobody really. A lot of people don't like it. I don't feel like we. I don't feel like we really need guns like that. Listen, man. Look at the other countries, like where the police don't carry guns and stuff like that, lethal weapons. I mean, they ain't getting killed like by cops out there, man. Man, I don't really think we need. I mean, all right, listen, we don't need ARs. You feel me? I don't know, bro.
Right.
I do believe in the I do believe in the right to bear arms too, but listen, man, I don't know, bro. Got to be some type of reform to it.
So that's an interesting take.
At least,
right.
at least some reform to it. You know what I mean?
Now, right, and I agree. I agree. Now that's a sticky situation
For sure.
because, and we can break it down like so. And I get it because I got friends over there too. I got a friend in the UK, and he let me know that the most thing that happened is somebody might get stabbed up.
Right. Yeah.
The criminals carry knives. Motherfuckers carry knives. That's about
Yeah.
it. You might get binged over the head with one of them little wooden little bats or some shit, or you might get stuck up. Like, but you're not gonna get your fucking head blown off by some racist ass white person when you're jogging. You know what I'm saying? Down the street or some shit like that.
They said ain't no police brutality or nothing like that. I mean,
if it is, they probably deserved it. They deserved a little knock over the head. Boop! Hit you with that little bean thing with the leather on it, nigga. Boop! So I definitely agree, and I get it. And because if you think about how they're set up, which is the thing that I wish we could get into here, which is, to basically piggyback off of your point. If only the military has guns this style, AR-15s, assault rifles, rocket launchers, heavy machinery, stuff like that, and the military are properly trained to use it in the proper situations to defend us, to defend our country, to defend our land, our soil, and everything against all people, like I said, foreign and domestic. If they are going to do that, then that would be perfect. It's working over there. Just like you said, just like you alluded to, it's working over there. And I know for a fact because I got a buddy over there, and he said the same thing you're saying. Y'all don't even know each other. Y'all telling me the same thing. You see what I'm saying? Y'all telling me the same shit. There ain't no police brutality. Motherfuckers don't get killed over here. There's not. And when I tell him, like, I was living in Cali, and I was telling him in different places, and especially on the west side, when I was on the west side of Akron, there would be like gunshots and shit. I'm like, damn, somebody just got shot. And he'd be like, what? He'd be like, what? I'm like, yeah. Like somebody, he'd be like, what, mate? Oh, no, man. Like, that's crazy. He just couldn't believe it. And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, and you're still just sitting there playing. I'm like, yeah, bro. It ain't come over here, motherfucker. He was like, no way, man. He just couldn't believe it. It's like, this is what we grow up in. This is what we live in. This is how it is because America has such a bravado about themselves individually instead of coming together, together wholly as a country and saying, hey, let's just defend all of us. And we make sure everybody's equal here because we all live here. We just defend ourselves against other motherfuckers. And we go, in a perfect world, we treat y'all right. We treat everybody right. Treat everybody the same. I mean, people gonna still have their own little hangups and shit, racial. But I mean, if you ain't packing sawed-off shotguns and AR-15s and Glock 9s, you're not shooting black kids for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. You're not shooting a black kid for selling CDs on the fucking in the front of a gas station. Cops aren't getting scared because somebody can whoop their ass. They're gonna sit there and reason. They're gonna talk. They don't get scared because they looking at a motherfucker's stature and say, "Oh, this guy fucking beat the shit out of me. I need to shoot him." Because ultimately, that's what I feel comes to mind in their head when that type of bullshit happens. It just feel like a total fear tactic. That shit just crazy, yo. All right. Think my thing freezing up a little bit. I probably need to put my what's her name in real quick.
That's me.
All right, okay. There you go. You still with me?
Yes, sir.
I think I can put my cord in. That shit crazy though, man. But yeah, man, this shit. That I don't know, man. I think that's a good ass idea, bro. Motherfuckers could, if we, like I said, in a perfect world, man. Like, but we just got a bravado about us, America, individually. You know what I mean? Everybody want to be tough. Everybody want to be a fucking tough guy. Everybody want to stand behind this belief and stand behind that belief, and all these fucking beliefs is just nothing but bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like the golden rule is the golden rule for a reason.
Man, you don't really hear about school shootings in them other countries, man.
You won't. You don't hear nothing. Ain't no way they can have access to guns.
Facts.
There's no way. If your parents can't go buy it from whoever, Sam's pawn shop or whoever the fuck, then nobody gets it. And you're right. There is no school shootings over there. We're the only ones. Kids is dying. Babies dying. People innocent. So, I don't know, man. Y'all motherfuckers need to get y'all shit together in the Senate, or statewide, or all this shit. Just federally, y'all need to come to some kind of fucking solution to this shit. Because honestly, man, it's going to come a time where the American people, I think, might, come to a realization that, hey, y'all really don't care about us. It's time for us to start caring about us. But it's this thing that they chasing. They always want to be like the rich folks, accepted by the rich folks and all that shit. You know what I mean? When they just as broke as everybody else. But they want to be accepted by this shit, so they follow these motherfuckers with these who don't care about them. And they're just using them. You know what I'm saying? They get behind these ideologies and shit. The racial shit. You know what I'm saying? The classism. Oh, that's for poor people. Oh, this is for poor people. That's poor shit. That's what they do now. That's what they use now for these things. Y'all motherfuckers gotta listen, man. Y'all gotta listen to these key words they be saying about it. Y'all listen to these key words they be saying when y'all hear these motherfucking interviews. You know what I'm saying? Because they be talking about y'all dog ass. Y'all niggas don't be thinking they don't. They be talking about you. They can't change. It went from niggas to thugs to urban. Now it's poor. All mean nigga. That's how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But like I said, y'all, man, it's gonna be a short one, man. I don't know. You got anything else to say about the gun reform, man?
No.
I think you laid out a perfect plan.
I mean, I ain't saying we got to ban guns, but we don't need ARs. I don't even think the cops need them. Just the military, like you said. The cops don't need them.
Because why would they need them if we don't have them? If we don't have access to them?
Right.
There's no way you don't have to defend yourself from something if we don't have anything lethal.
Mm-hmm.
All we got is a knife. Y'all can take y'all little taser and hit a nigga with the taser.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got on vests. If y'all still got, y'all keep your vests. Ain't no knife going through that. And who gonna be stupid enough to try to 2-3 cops pull up and try to arrest you? Who be stupid enough to fight 2-3 cops with a knife? Or one of them blunt objects. Boop. Who gonna do that shit? Nobody.
Right.
You right, cuz. They just need to. Hey, y'all need to listen. Hey, man. LBC for mayor. Y'all need to make statements about it here. We got the answers. We got the keys. You know what I'm saying? We got the solutions, motherfucker. Y'all need to listen to us. Shit. Facts. We got some shit for your ass. Strip all that shit. Take all the motherfuckers. For real, man. Because I mean, it come a time, man, when you stop trying to be tough and just realize what's real, man. Like when you go through so many things with family and just shit like that, and just life, when you get into a certain point, all that shit that motherfuckers be trying to be tough, be trying to be cool, man. All that shit is for the birds, man. You know what I'm saying? We want more than anything. I want to see my children. I want to see your children. I want to see y'all out there, children. I want to see everybody's children grow up, prosper, healthy, and happy. Don't want to see these kids get shot down at a place where they should have peace, a place of silence. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you call that shit, solace. A solitude, a place where they're supposed to be comfortable. You know what I mean? This is bullshit. This is bullshit. And America, all y'all motherfuckers, man, y'all gonna understand one day. Y'all gonna realize, you know, that these motherfuckers don't care about y'all unless you in the same tax bracket as them.
That's the reason. That's the reason the cops used to kill us.
Facts. Crazy shit, man. So, man, I'm finna go on and get to this shit, man. You know, unfortunately, our next topic that we talking about, man. Unfortunately, we lost Rich Homie Quan over the last couple of days. I don't know what day exactly it was. Uh, you know, that shit just so crazy. Like the perpetuation of drugs and like, you know, alcohol, the over sexualization of you know, women, men, all this kind of shit is getting out of hand. I believe this situation is crazy because they got a lot of stuff going back and forth about it's a lot of conspiracies. That's with anybody's death that's, you know, remotely popular or famous. Um, Number one, all I want to say is I had a conversation with one of my partners, man, and he really told me, you know, some real shit. Uh, you know, there's fentanyl is in everything.
Yeah.
It's in all kind of drugs. It's in every fucking thing, man. Like, you really gotta be careful and watch. For one, I don't advise nobody to use no drugs that's prescription. It's not for you. That's, you know, that ain't got your fucking name on it. And then even when the doctor give you some shit, research that shit. I'm a clear cut case of that. Like, research that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ended up being type 2 diabetic because of some medicine that a doctor gave me, and I was highly allergic to. He gave me a double dose of that shit, a maximum strength dose, and I was allergic to the shit. Shit's in my charts and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, like, so you have to research that shit. Like, so anything that I get now from the doctors, when a doctor prescribes, or if my doctor prescribes me, which I definitely have a different doctor now, of course. But when the doctor prescribes me some shit, me and my wife would research that shit. We see what the fuck going on. Like, we get information about it, side effects, statistics about that shit, the makeup of it, what it consists of. We get all of that shit because a lot of stuff that they not telling y'all, man. Like, it's and I know my cousin Shannon really wanted to be here for this kind of conversation too. Population control is real, man. Like, on some real shit, and I don't know if there's no kind of you know, conspiracy behind, you know, Rich Homie's death or anything like that. But part of population control is the bad drugs that they've been giving people. If you look at all the statistics about the fentanyl overdoses and the fentanyl deaths within the last 5 years, that shit skyrocketed. Like, where the fuck did this shit come from? We didn't even, when I was young, wasn't nobody on the block talking about I'm selling Fetty Wap, I'm selling that,
Right.
I'm doing, it was heroin, coke, weed, acid. That's it. Maybe some Molly later on, or MDMA and all that bullshit, but that was later on. All this shit is man-made, man. All these fucking pills. I don't give a fuck if it's a doctor pill or a pill from the fucking hood doctor, nigga. All this shit is man-made and you don't know what's in it. And all I'm gonna say, and I got this tip from somebody, all I'm gonna say, if you please don't do the shit. If by chance it comes across you and nothing is solid and it's powdery, leave that shit alone because it's fake. Fentanyl does not harden up. It does not get solid. If anytime y'all catch anything like that and it's residue on you, residue in your finger, throw that shit away. Leave the shit alone for one, period. But I understand, hey man, I ain't y'all daddy. y'all do what y'all want. I'm just telling y'all, man, don't kill yourself over trying to escape real life. You know what I'm saying? Just deal with the shit. Put your big girl drawers on, big nigga draw, big nigga boxers, big girl panties, whatever you want to say. Put them motherfuckers on and deal with life. Period. And as far as fun, man, nigga waking up dead ain't fun.
Sorry. Man.
And rolling the dice to have a good time ain't fun either.
Ain't worth it at all.
It ain't fucking worth it, y'all. Y'all got too much shit, going for y'all. Y'all got everybody got shit going for you, whether you know it or not. You know what I'm saying? You can make something happen, man. Man. And there we go. Back to the mental health. Because that's what people do. They use drugs to escape the realism. You know what I'm saying? They real life and shit like that. But anyway, man, we're gonna watch this clip, man. Y'all know it's a short clip, man. Y'all know what happened to the boy, and then we're gonna come back and just and discuss a couple things, man. And we're just gonna talk, man. We're just gonna talk with y'all.
I drop top of my whip, that car driving make you feel some type of way. I know you do. That custom
Breaking news, rapper Rich Homie Quan has reportedly died at the age of 34. TMZ reports the platinum-selling rapper passed away at his home in Atlanta today. No word on a cause of death. Rich Homie Quan found success with songs like Type of Way and Flex and worked with superstars like Young Thug, YG, and Gucci Mane.
He did not want to say Thug's name.
He is survived by his 4 sons.
Did you hear that, though?
Yeah.
He did not want to say Thug's name, bro. He said, Young Thug. Because everybody knew what Thug is going through.
Man. That's sad, too. I mean, I guess.
I mean, you know what? And let's just be honest and let's be real. I feel the same way you feel because when we come up in these environments, we understand what money can do, and we understand what drives people, and we understand when people get that money and that power. We understand what happens and what can't happen and who can be influenced by that. You know what I'm saying? And what the influence can do. So, and we got to talk how we talk. Just cause. You know what I'm saying? Cause we know. You know what I'm saying? So I never want to see another black man go down, especially somebody who actually was, no matter how people feel about him or whatever, no matter, what harm was done, he did do good also. You know what I'm saying? He definitely fed a lot of people. He definitely employed a lot of folks. And and all that's pretty much gone. until this is over. So you know what I mean. So now you got a bunch of people just running around, which is a good and a bad thing. I mean, it's a bad thing. That's why I say good because of the helping people and being able to support your community while you up. But I say bad because when things like this happen and it goes down and shit goes down, like where do we go from here? Like what do you? That's the bad. You didn't show these people. You just basically put them on. You didn't give them anything. Like you just set businesses up for these people so they can sustain on their own when you're not there. Or if something goes down, you didn't show them a way. You just gave them away. You know what I'm saying? So, but that shit wild, man. Like I said, you.
Yeah, man. No, man, that's a bad situation. The Young Thug situation, a bad situation. Man, the Rich Homie, it's sad. That's a sad situation. You know what I mean? Because it was avoidable. It's avoidable, man.
Fuck yeah. Highly avoidable.
But I don't know though. Don't do it. The story sounded a little weird too. I always find it weird. I don't know. I always find it weird when the girlfriend find them sleeping. I don't know. But I don't want to throw no dirt on the female. But you know what I'm saying? I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
that's what we're here to do. We ain't here to throw dirt on them, but we're here to talk shit. So now
I mean,
that brings me to my next point. Go ahead, because I'll finish after that.
I always find it weird when that be a part of the story. Like, oh, I thought he was sleeping, and then I realized he was dead. Like that always. I don't know. That's suspect shit to say.
Highly, nigga. Have you heard the 911 call?
No.
See if I can find this shit, nigga. This shit is crazy. This is okay. So going to what you saying. Highly fucking suspect, bro. I have to find the right kind of shit. Let's see here. And this is nuts, like, because my first thought was, why? And I want y'all to hear it. That's why I'm not saying too much. I want y'all out there to hear this shit. Because my thing is, why are we waiting so long? So it's like, I just don't get it. All right, so here we go, y'all.
Amber 911, operator 7214. What is the location of your emergency? All right, you need police, fire, or ambulance?
I need an ambulance.
Tell me exactly what happened.
My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning. Put a blanket over him. And now I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
And you said, hold on, you said on the couch, and what happened?
I said I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool. He's in the living room. And now I just checked on him because I see he never got up. And I don't see him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat or anything. And I turned him over. I see he kind of foamed at the mouth.
Saying he's not breathing. Is that correct? I'm not hearing you.
Yes.
Bitch, you heard what she said.
Okay, ma'am. If there's
Yes.
a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
Is there a what?
If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
I'm not sure what that is.
That hood bitch don't know what that is.
Okay, I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
Okay.
I need to know about how old he is.
He's 34.
Okay, are you right by him now?
Yes.
Okay, please put your phone on speaker so your hands are free to help.
Can I add his dad to the call? I added dad to the call. He's trying to call me back because I called him first before I called you.
Okay, so we need to help your boyfriend now. Okay, listen carefully. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
He is not waking up. Quick.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, you gotta get him to the floor. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
Flat on his back on the floor?
Yes, ma'am.
Help me. Where's Drake? He's not here.
Yeah,
were you able to get him to the floor?
Yes, he's not. His heart not beating or anything.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Cody, man. And, hey, man. Hey,
So, like, you know what I mean? That shit. Bro, like, it's so much shit. It's so much shit I want to, like, there's so many points, man. You know what I'm saying? There's so many points right here. Like,
she didn't sound scared. She didn't really have a sense of urgency in her voice when she was talking.
No sense of urgency. Whatever nigga came in like nothing, like whatever. Who is that? He come in like we're such and such at. Oh, all right, okay, like no, like you said, no urgency. She don't know what shit is.
And
You're around.
What she said about the dad? She went to add the dad to the call. What she said? Did she say that?
She wanted to take the call. She wanted to basically flip over and add the dad to the 911 call because she called the dad first. She called his dad first. My thing is being around people that's responsible and that somebody that got your back. Like, she didn't even know what a defibrillator was. Bro, she didn't know what a defibrillator. Or if they had one.
Or if she even had one.
She could have told the lady, ma'am, this ain't no fucking hospital. I ain't got no goddamn defibrillator. I'm a regular person. What I'm like with a defibrillator? Who carries a defibrillator? Who has a defibrillator other than fucking medical people? Medical personnel.
I don't got one.
Now I do know they make new ones. They do make the small ones and all this shit and all that, but you're not dealing with these type of people. You're dealing with people that are go with the wind. They don't prepare for anything. They're not. She didn't even really have a man's back. And another point I want to make that really caught my attention is that, you know, I have a house. You have a house with grown people in it. If somebody sleep, you can touch that person and know exactly that they're alive. You can talk
Man,
to them.
I
You
would
can
think
bump them.
so.
Hey. I'll be right back. I'm about to go to the store. I'll be back. All right. You know what I'm saying? If somebody sleep, you know what I mean? All right, cool. All right, cool. Somebody gonna move. They gonna do something. Where was, back to what you said? Where was your fucking sense of urgency? You put a fucking blanket on him. You took your son to
Yeah.
school, but you noticed this man didn't move from no position. He was probably chilling, sleep on the fucking couch, and the nigga didn't move at all. You could touch somebody and feel the coldness if they're not there no more. You can feel the warmth of their body when you touch them, when you grab them.
She said he didn't come to bed at all that night, and she ain't think nothing weird of it. I mean, bro ain't moved. That's wild. It's more to. I mean, it seems to be more to that case.
Come on with it. Come on with it. It got to be. You can't tell me it ain't more. You can't tell me it ain't no more. It ain't more to this, man. This shit is, like
And
I said,
then
it's sad, man.
ain't it been something? Ain't it been like a lot of ain't a lot been going on since then with Rich Homie, like females talking crazy or something?
That we're gonna have to get into. I have to research all that. I can't speak on it if I don't know it. I haven't heard nothing because the last time, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard nothing from Rich Homie until this. For a while. Like we haven't heard nothing. Like he ain't came out with
Mm-hmm.
no music. He probably chilling, or he probably was doing this thing. You know what I mean? I know he's probably doing this thing, like, you know, chilling, getting his bread, getting his little shit together. But I mean, he had to been working on music. He had to be doing something, like, you know.
Yeah.
But we just hadn't heard nothing
Mm-hmm.
until this. So unless you're a super fan and you follow the IGs all the time and be scrolling and all that shit, that I am not. I don't do that. There's only a few artists or people that I follow like that. Anyway, just because of that kind of type of shit. But yeah, it's just wild, man. Like it might have. I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look into that because it might have been a lot of things, and I'm definitely gonna follow up on a lot of these conspiracies because the latest things I remember is the Lil Woody said something about that he was the one that shot their barbershop up, him and his dad's barbershop and all that. He shot that shit up, and Rich Homie, I guess, had laughed at it and was saying like, you know, niggas know, like niggas in the hood know, like Lil Woody Cap, like that nigga ain't Cap, niggas in the hood know what's going on, shit like that. So that's why I said it's a lot of shit behind. That's why we gonna keep on tapping in and keep coming to y'all with this shit because it's a lot of shit behind it that we got to talk about, that we got to discuss. You know what I mean? Because you know we know how motherfuckers move, man. This shit ain't no secret. You know what I mean? He said that shit for a reason, and then all of a sudden, a couple days later, you know, this shit happened. That shit, it just don't add up. Some of these things ain't adding up right, man. Some of these things ain't adding up. So, man, rest in peace to the rich homie Quan.
For sure.
You know, this shit's sad. That shit's sad, man. Anytime, like we losing a lot of. It's funny because you know we losing people every day in the hood. Period. In y'all neighborhoods, my neighborhoods, they neighborhoods. But when people are on the platform like this, and we get to, you know, let's just be honest, fans adore artists. You know what I mean? Whether it's some real like a real respect thing, or whether it's how the girls do, they fan out over shit. Nah, they adore these people, and you get a place, especially when they make music, because music touches the soul. So any artist, like musical artists, just like when Whitney Houston and people like that, when these things happen, because Michael Jackson and shit like that, like think of all the people he touched, and when he passed, like the admiration that we have for these people, it brings quote unquote us closer to them, and it makes us feel they open themselves up by being stars and being vulnerable and letting us know what they be doing and showing all that shit, and they are the news, and if anything happens, we gonna hear it because they're famous, so it's more important. So quote unquote it's more important.
You feel like you know.
Yeah,
you feel like you know.
you feel like you know him, and it hurts. So, it's a lot of fans out there, you know what I'm saying? I know hurt behind this, you know what I'm saying? Condolences to the family and most of all the children. He has 4 boys, I believe, not more than that. Yeah, so this is sad. Like they growing up without a dad because of what, and we don't know yet. We don't know if it was an overdose or if it was, well, we know it was an overdose, but we don't know how. We don't know the specifics. It could be homicide. It could be.
Either way, no matter what, it's a bad situation for the family.
It's a bad situation, and it's sad for the family. So, and we definitely don't want to. We sorry we got to end off on that kind of note, but if y'all don't take nothing from this or what we talking about or what we discussing today, man, don't leave the drugs alone. Leave drugs alone. Smoke your little weed. There ain't no drug. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're getting that from somebody that you know, or going to the motherfucking dispensary or something like that. Shit too legal right now, and it's too, grow your motherfucking own. Grow your motherfucking own, nigga. Shit. Shit too accessible.
Too accessible.
Yeah, and and the reason why it's legal, and let's just point this out, because of all these years, they've criminalized it for profit. You know what I'm saying? And we'll talk about that next episode. So they have definitely all these years criminalized this shit for profit. And I mean, I'm saying that to say this. We all know who really runs the drug game. So let's just leave it off at that. It ain't us. We don't got no planes. We ain't got no fields. We don't run logistics companies. So they criminalized that shit for profit so long ago. And also the pharmaceutical companies had a part in that also because of all the cures, all the things that it does cure. The cannabis, the hemp, the CBD, and we're not just talking about just getting high, just the oil itself with no THC content. If you really know about it, the oil itself heals arthritis. It cures nausea, stomach pain, stomach. It heals some sorts of stomach ailments. It's good for what is that when the kids are not necessarily out of control, but
is it ADHD you talking about?
Not the ADHD, but the one that they really, because that's a whole nother topic too. That ADHD shit, that's trash. The kids need an ass whooping. They'll sit still with their ass once or twice. But the autism. It helps with autism like a motherfucker, yo. So you know how sometimes, and this is the THC part, sometimes the autistic kids they get they get nervous and they get they get kind of, I don't want to say belligerent because they can't help it, but they kind of get out of control, and they don't, you know, they move and they say things, they do stuff. Just it's just part of that calms that shit. There's been so many studies and so many people with different doctors and different people that have actually went to these doctors and have got that shit for their children that has calmed them down. You know what I'm saying? And so they don't have those fits and things like that. So it's a lot of stuff. But the doctor would charge you for pills that would replicate what the THC does, but only for a short amount of time. So you have to go back and get more pills. See what I'm saying? So that's another topic we getting into next week, man. Or we got y'all know what it is next week, because y'all gonna see this next week because this is live. But yeah, y'all stay off the fucking drugs, man. Smoke some motherfucking weed. Drink your little shot, man. Get your little Tito's, man.
Just say no.
Facts. Anything else you got to add, LBC, man, before we get out of here, man?
No, man. I just want to touch on what you just said. Man, marijuana legal now, man. Ain't no point to be doing all this other weird stuff, killing yourself, man. You can go to the dispensary. You know it's safe. I mean, stop playing. What is we doing? What is we doing?
Facts.
You got families out here. I mean,
facts. I couldn't agree more, man. And with that being said, y'all, we out, man. Y'all have a good one, man. Y'all stay off the motherfucking hard shit. Stay off them drugs, man. And take care of your folks. Take care of your kids. Hug your kids. Love them, man.
Put the guns down.
Put the motherfucking guns down. Put them guns down. Hug your kids. Tell them you love them. Feel me? Hug your mama. Tell her you love them. You know what I'm saying? If they still here. All that. Shit. Life be short. Life be short.
Tomorrow is not promised.
Matter of fact, if you love anybody, tell them you love them. And you feel me? Tell them you love them, man. Embrace them and act like you love them. Treat them like you love them.
Right now.
All right, y'all. We out of here, man. Peace.
Peace.